This question here asks, find how many real roots the equation x squared plus 5 equal to 4x has. And then part 2, express x squared minus 4x plus 5 in the form x minus a squared plus b. And part 3, hence write down the minimum value of x squared minus 4x plus 5 and the value of x at which it occurs. And then we are asked to sketch a graph of y equal to x squared minus 4x plus 5. So let us begin the solution here. Part 1. How many real roots the equation x squared plus 5 equal to 4x has? So let us rearrange this, and we get x squared subtract 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now this is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4, and c is equal to 5. And what we will do now is find out what is b squared minus 4ac, what this is equal to. And this is called a discriminant. Right, so when it is the actual real roots, let me find the discriminant. So b squared minus 4ac, this will be negative 4 to b squared, subtract 4 by a, which is 1, by c, which is 5. And then we get 16 subtract 20, which is equal to negative 4. So since the discriminant is less than 0, this means that there are no real roots. Alright. Next part now. The other part asks, express x squared minus 4x plus 5 in the form x minus a squared by x minus b squared. Okay. So the other part now deals with completing the square. So we have x squared subtract 4x plus 5. We have to write it in this form here. So working on the side here, right? This means that x minus 2 to be squared is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4. So x minus 2 to be squared minus 4 is equal to x squared minus 4x. So I'm going to replace x squared minus 4x by this portion here, right? So we have x minus 2 to be squared subtract 4 plus 5, right? Because x minus 4x is replaced by x minus 2 to be squared minus 4. And simplifying this now, we would end up with x minus 2 to be squared plus 1, where a is equal to negative 2 and b is equal to 1. Okay. Next question. Hence, write down the minimum value. This is part 2 here. Part 3. Hence, write down the minimum value of x squared minus 4x plus 5 and the value of x at which it occurs. I have to write down the minimum value and also the value at which this minimum occurs. So the minimum value here means what is the y coordinate, right? Minimum value in this case means what is the y coordinate, right? So the y value. And this is equal to 1. The minimum value is equal to 1. And this occurs when x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2. Right. The other part now, we ask the sketcher graph. Sketch the graph of y equal to x squared minus 4x plus 5. And to sketch the graph, we realize that there are no real roots. It's not cut on the x-axis. So where does this graph cut the y-axis? Right, and we have the point here, the line of symmetry, or the minimum point in this case. Right, so the minimum point, the line of symmetry passing through this point, 2, 1. Right, so that's the minimum point. So the graph passing through that point, and when x is equal to 0, this is where I cut on the y-axis or the y-intercept. Y is equal to 0 squared, which is 0 minus 4x. Y is equal to 5. So I'm looking for point 0, 5. These are the 2 points. And 2, 1. And let us see how this would look. Now, this is my graph here. And when we observe what is happening, passing through the point 2, 1, cutting at 0, 5. Notice it does not cut the x-axis because b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. It is negative. So therefore it has no real roots. It does not cut the axis.